two experiments. And the first one is called the egg and soda. So like I said before, we're gonna see what the effects of soda and like a sugary drink is on your teeth. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a research question. So who knows what a research question is and how you use it in an experiment?
Question is basically like a problem statement. Where, like, you have to wonder what's going on, what do you need to find.
Exactly. So, in order to make a research question, you have to know what is going on in the experiment. You're gonna try and think of the research question on your own, and then confer with your groups, and we're gonna write down each group's research question on the board. So go ahead, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. You guys have one? How will the egg respond to soda? Good. Have you guys come up with one yet? Let's hear them.
How does soda affect the egg?
That's good. So when I bring up on the board? Yeah, go ahead. So you guys can see that both of the research questions that you guys have come up with are kind of similar, right? What will happen to the egg when it's placed in the two different liquids? After you write your research question, you base your hypothesis on that question. So basically your hypothesis answers your research question. Has anybody written a hypothesis before? You guys have, right? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing that we did before. You guys go ahead and write your hypothesis, write on the same paper, and then you're going to convene again as a group and discuss which one you think is better. Consider all of the different things that could change. So what do you guys think will change? It's a prediction, remember, okay? You guys have your hypothesis?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and write down once you have your hypothesis. Write up here on the board. So now we're going to read all of the hypotheses. So the first one says, if the soda is placed on the egg, then the egg will accumulate bacteria. That's a good prediction. The eggs, this is the next one, the egg shell will start to disintegrate and break down. Okay, that's a good one. The next one says the eggshell is going to start cracking, and the longer the egg and soda spend in the container, the more the eggshell is going to break. Another good prediction. And the last one, if Coke is placed inside the empty beaker with the egg, then the egg will become filled with sugar on the outside, turning the outside of the shell sweet. There is different ways of writing a hypothesis, but I see that most of you guys know. So for example, for this one, it says, if, and then normally we have a then, after, and a because. But it doesn't really matter which way you write it. There is a this, then, and because template you can use, but it depends on the experiment because sometimes they're too complicated to write your prediction in that format. So in this one, if you would place this one, it would be, if the Coke is placed inside the empty beaker with the egg, then the egg will become filled with sugar on the outside, turning the outside of the egg sweet. And then if you wanted to, you can add a because. And then these ones are just explanations or a prediction, which is also acceptable. So now we have, since we're going to do the experiment as a class, we have to figure out which hypothesis we want to have as a class hypothesis. So this one says that the egg will accumulate bacteria, right? This one says that the egg will break down. These two kind of say the same thing. And then this one says that the egg will become sweet. But now we have to consider what things we can actually test. So for this one, how will we test that the egg will become sweet? We have to lick the egg? We can't do that, right?
Let's lick the egg.
We can't do that. That'll make us sick. Because. And then this one, how do we find out if it has bacteria? You have to have chemicals and stuff that it's not very safe to do. So I don't think we can test this one. So that leaves us with these two. So you guys agree that we should do to see if the egg cracks? You going to do that? Yes? Alright. Someone in your group, go ahead and fill that beaker up to where the water is, but in the other one. Okay, so the final activity, yay! What we're going to do is you guys are going to create a chant or a song or a saying that will help you remember.
It doesn't have to be like a whole song, just like 2 lines.
Yeah, it'll help you remember more or less what it is. So this one says, this one I made, and it says, brush away tooth decay, brush at least 2 times a day. So you see, it rhymes, it helps you remember that you should brush your teeth twice to avoid tooth decay. So on the papers that you guys have, go ahead and write your own chant or something, a song. It could be a rap, whatever you want.
Pop song.
And then we're going to present them.
Let's hear it.
Ready?
My brushing hands been in my mouth, back and forth, the north and south. Wash and rinse, and then we floss. So germs who's boss? Show germs who's boss.
Wow!